Equipment. After you decide where you're going to run your business from, you'll need to get some equipment. While you'll need a lot of equipment, it is inexpensive. Thus, don't get overwhelmed when you look at this list. You will need cash, receipt book, briefcase, lockbox, gold testers, scale, calculator, jewels tray and pad, jewels loupe, Gemstone Tools. Let's take a look at each of these in greater detail. Cash. Since you will be buying gold from people, you will need some cash to start your business. There is not a set amount of cash that you will need. It will really depend on how much gold you want to buy. For example, if you just want to be a hobbyist and make a purchase here and there, a few $100s will do a trick. However, if you want to be a serious business owner, you will need at least $1,500 on hand at all times to buy gold. Keep in mind that you can always start out small and then grow your business as your bank account grows. Thus, don't let a small amount of cash hold you back. Receipt book. Since you will be dealing with cash, you need to have a receipt book. You should write out a receipt of each transaction, give a copy to the customer, and keep a copy for your files. Be sure to include all relevant information on the receipt. That way you will have a record if anything goes wrong. For instance, let's say someone sold you stolen jewelry and the police come to check it out. If you have a receipt of the transaction, they will be able to track the criminal down. Lockbox. You will also need a lockbox or a safe so you can lock gold up while you work. Every time you buy gold, you'll put it in that box. You will keep it there until you transfer it to your briefcase or mail it off to a refiner. Briefcase. A good briefcase will serve a couple of purposes. First, it will allow you to safely transport your gold from one location to the next. This is essential if you work out of your home or car, or if you bring gold home with you when you leave your shop. 2. Briefcase just makes people look professional. People tend to trust professionals, so spend a few bucks on a nice briefcase. Gold testers. You also need some equipment to test the gold before you buy it. First, you will need a strong magnet to weed out fake pieces of gold. While a magnet cannot determine if something is gold, it cannot determine if something isn't gold. Gold doesn't react to magnets. So if an item reacts to a magnet, it is not gold. Next, you will need equipment to test the current content of the gold. You can get an acid kit or a thermoelectronic gold tester. Both are viable options, but I recommend the acid kit because it's affordable and very easy to use. Scale. You'll also need a gold scale to weigh the gold. You should get a couple of scales. First, you should get a small pocket scales so you can take it from one location to the next. You should also get a larger bench scale. Make sure the scales have a tear button before you buy them. This button will allow you to place a container on the scale and zero it out. Then you can put gold inside of the container. Calculator. After you test the gold and weight it, you will have to do some math to determine how much pure gold you have. That's where a calculator can come in handy. You don't need a high-tech calculator, just get one that can help you with basic arithmetic. Jewels tray and pad. You want to get a black jewels pad so you can lay the gold on it when you examine it. You also want a jeweler's tray so you can set the gold inside of it while looking it over. Jeweler's loupe. You have probably seen a jeweler's loupe before, but you might not have known what it's called. It's the magnifying glass jewelers hold up to their eyes when examining jewelry. You will use the loupe to examine the jewelry and look for steps. I recommend getting a triplet loupe. These loupes are made with 3 lenses. Also, choose a loupe that has a 10 times magnifying power and black framing around the lens. Gemstone Tools. Finally, you can get a couple of gemstone tools. You don't have to do this, but it will be helpful since you will likely see a lot of gemstones come through your shop. First, Get some needle nose pliers. You will use them to remove gemstones. You can also get a gemstone tester. You'll use the tester if you come across a really nice gemstone that you want to buy. See you in the next video.